Hey guys, it's Kate, and today I'll be recreating Emma Chamberlain's everyday makeup routine. So a couple days ago, Emma Chamberlain posted a video talking about how she gets ready to take her Instagram photos. And in that video, she goes through all the products she uses in her everyday makeup routine. And me, as a makeup lover, loved that because I got to see everything. So basically, I went out and bought all the products, broke my bank account a little bit, and decided to recreate the look for you guys while also kind of telling you what I think about some of the products. But if you guys are interested, don't forget to subscribe. If you're new, give this video a like, and I'm gonna jump right into it. Okay, so first of all, Emma Chamberlain doesn't use a primer, but she does go in with a type of like foundation. So this is the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. I have mine, oh my god, it's slipping out of my hands. I have mine in the shade 01, which is the lightest shade, of course. I am always the lightest shade in everything. But yeah, so you have to shake it a lot. I don't have the cap on, this is dangerous, but do you hear that sound? It's like super, oh my god. Hi, Cleo. She thinks it's like food time, even though it's literally 2 in the afternoon, but that kind of scared the crap out of me for a second. But since she doesn't use a primer, she just kind of puts this, smears this on her face, and then she goes in with her Real Techniques, I think, blending sponge, but I'm gonna go in my Morphe one. So when I first saw this, I was kind of shocked because I've never seen this foundation. Like, no one's ever talked about this. I guess it's actually like a tinted face oil. I guess it's not, I don't really know what to call it, but I kind of assumed it was gonna be like a tinted BB cream sort of. But like, this foundation really blends out like so well. It's so easy. My question though is, because it's so like thin and liquidy, is if it'll like last throughout the day, because I haven't worn it like throughout the day at all. And today I'm just gonna wear it, I think, for like 5 hours and let you guys know like what I think about it. So I'm just gonna do a light layer like she does, and then she goes in with her Tarte Shape Tape. So I actually prefer the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but I got a mini version. This is only $10, but it's tiny. Even though it was $10, I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger. And what she does is she does 3 dots under her eyes. This concealer is a really good concealer. This didn't really surprise me that she uses this, but I'll admit the foundation surprised me a little bit. And she puts a little bit on her chin. Because I'm kind of breaking out in this area, and I kind of have a pimple down there, oh my god. And then she once again goes in with her Beauty Blender or Real Techniques sponge and just blends this out. And then we're gonna blend out under my eyes. One thing I did notice is that because the base is so oily, it kind of like changes the way the concealer feels. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it kind of feels like the concealer is being put on top of oil, so like it kind of blends out differently. As you can see, it provides a pretty good medium coverage. I probably could add more under my eyes, but I think I'm just gonna stick with that for now. And then for powder, she goes in with her Chanel translucent powder. So yes, I bought this for the video, and part of me kind of wants to die knowing that I bought this for the video, but I did buy it off Mercari for $30, and it was like all package sealed and everything. Whereas I think this retails for like $60 or $70, and if you know me, I don't buy anything full price. Like, I rarely ever do, just because I hate spending money and I'm a college student. But I got mine in the translucent shade, which is still a little bit tinted. And then what she does is she just like lightly powders her face with this. Now, don't get me wrong, I like this, but I really wanted to hate it. I mean, it's like, how much money? And like, now, I'm not saying go out and buy it because it's probably not worth the price. It's not like incredible by any means, but something about it I really like. But it just kind of looks so natural on the skin, and that's what I like about it. Hello. Whenever I film around this time, she likes to be in the videos. I'm gonna set under my eyes. Okay, now onto bronzer. She uses the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So I actually have like the little palette. I use this in my new drugstore makeup routine, and I think she probably uses like the medium shade. I'm gonna use the light one, and this is also a really, really good bronzer. I've been really enjoying it because it blends out so nicely. I will admit though, it is a little bit warm on my skin. I usually prefer to use a little bit cooler of a contour shade, and she just seems to bronze. She doesn't use like a cooler tone, but she's also significantly tanner than I am. But she said she just kind of puts it with a big fluffy brush like on her cheeks, you know, up on her forehead. And then she also said she just kind of like smacks it on her nose, which sometimes I do this. If I just want to look a little bit more bronze, I'll just go like that really quickly. I'm also pretty sure that she goes into her blush a little bit later, but I'm just gonna do it now. She uses one of the Milani Baked blushes. I'm not sure what shade she uses, but I got mine in the shade Berry Amore. I think that's what it is. These Milani blushes are so pretty. Like, from the drugstore, these are definitely some of the best blushes. So this is a great choice too. I actually went out and bought this. I owned it like a couple years back, and then it got expired and I threw it out. But I'm so glad that I repurchased it. But she just puts this, you know, on her cheeks. Okay, for eyeshadow, she was saying how she just takes her bronzer and puts it all over her lid, which I actually do on an everyday basis. I take my NYX blush in the shade Taupe and put that in my crease. So she takes the butter bronzer and puts it all over her lid. Now, I did try to do this last time, and I think it's just the color, the warm color on my skin tone. I think it kind of looked really weird, like all over my lid. So I'm just gonna take my Sephora Pro Crease Brush, dip into it, and instead of putting it all over my lid, I'm kind of just gonna put it in my crease. And then she goes into her Beauty Counter eyeshadow palette, which was like $89. I was gonna buy it, then I was like, you know what? You already bought the Chanel powder. How about we don't do that? Because she doesn't really use it for much anyways. So I'm just gonna go into my oh my god, what am I saying? My Lorac Soleil palette, which I did a review on. And she just takes a little bit darker of a shade. So I'm gonna take this brown right here. And she takes like a similar brush and just kind of deepens up her crease a little bit. She doesn't do this very precisely or anything. She just kind of, I think, like taps it and deepens it up a little bit. I'm just gonna take a big brush like she did and just kind of go back and forth. There we go. I feel like this is starting to look a little bit better, and she just kind of literally blends this out. Okay, and then what she does is she uses a like flat definer brush. This is my MAC 212, and she takes a similar shade. I'm gonna take the same color we just used, and she puts this on her lower lash line. So she just kind of like places it along her lower lash line. Now the difference is that she, I don't think, blends it out, but I'm just gonna take my finger, because I know it's a harsh line on me, especially because I'm so pale. Looks a little bit funny, so I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger. Okay, and then she goes in with a little bit darker of a shade, so I'm gonna kind of tap between the same shade we just used in this dark brown shade, and what she does is she puts this on her upper lash line, which I haven't done in forever, but I really like the way this looks. I'm gonna try to make sure I stay in focus, but I'm just gonna tap this along the base. Okay, and then she takes like a shimmery cream shade in that same palette she was using, and I don't have that, so I'm just gonna use a highlighter, and she just puts this in her inner corners, which I do on a daily basis too. I never did this for the longest time. I don't know why, but I feel like it brightens up your eyes so much. Like just that, I feel like I look, you know, like more awake. Okay, and now for brows, what she does, she doesn't really fill them in or anything. Like, I don't do that either. But she takes Carmex, which I just have Aquaphor. So we're going to use this. And what she does, I'm going to put this on the back of my hand. She runs it through her eyebrows. And then what she does is she takes a spoolie, and I have this one, and she just kind of brushes them through. Which I think this is great. It's kind of very similar to soap brows, but obviously you're not using soap. You're using chapstick. I can't speak. And then for highlighter, I don't think she showed which highlighter she used, but I knew either way it was going to be like a different, too dark for me, or like a different shade for my pale skin. So I'm just going to go in with my Nikkie Tutorials Glazed Donut Highlighter from Ofra. By far my favorite powder highlighter of all time. See how, oh my god, it's so pretty. But I'm just going to put this on the high points of my face. And then I also like to put it in the center of my face. So Cupid's bow, chin, nose. I was thinking maybe I'm breaking out right now because I haven't been cleaning my brushes. Ooh, that could definitely be a reason. I'm also wearing a lot more makeup now because I'm doing these videos, so that could be irritating my skin. And then for mascara, I'm pretty sure she uses the Benefit Roller Lash. I just saw like the tip or the end, and I like knew that was the one. But I don't own that, and that mascara I've used before. It doesn't really work with my lashes. So I'm just gonna go off camera and do my normal mascara routine that I show in like every single video. I put my CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara on my lower lashes, and then I go in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Voluminous Mascara. I go in with the primer and then the actual mascara in Blackest Black. Okay, I'm back, and for lip products, she uses the Buxom Plumping Lip Polish. So I'm not quite sure what shade she uses, but I bought one of them, and I meant to buy a nude one. I don't know how I ended up with bright pink, and I'm so mad because it's like $21, and I really was excited to buy it. And I mean, nothing's wrong with the shade, it's just on me, I feel like pinks look so strange in my skin tone. Oh my god, that made such a loud noise. And it definitely doesn't go with the look, so for the purpose of this, I'm gonna put it on, but I think for the intro and outro, I'm just gonna put on a nude lip because I feel like this pink just really doesn't, it really doesn't go with the eyes or anything. Okay, yeah, see, I feel like I look a little silly with this lip color, but we'll change it in a second. And also for setting spray, she goes in with her Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. But I love that setting spray, but the brand Skindinavia actually makes the Urban Decay ones. So if you're looking to spend less money and get more product, buy it straight from Skindinavia. It's the exact same product. I have the oil control one, so it's the same thing. Now for the intro and outro, I'm just gonna take this lip product off. And instead, I'm just going to put on the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. It's just like a nude gloss. I really like this and I feel like it'll just go with the look a little bit better. But I'm going to zoom out for final thoughts. Okay guys, so we're at the sort of end of the video. I am going to be inserting like a 5-hour wear test after this clip basically, just to tell you how the tinted face oil lasted for any makeup lovers out there who really want to know what I think about this. I'm just going to put that clip after this. Okay, so it's actually raining outside, so I can't really go outside for a natural lighting test, but I'm in front of my like big window right now and I want to show you the face oil and everything. So one thing is that it's already, you can see, creased around my nose. I feel like it definitely, you can tell that I'm wearing foundation or something, but it doesn't look as cakey as like I feel like other foundations look. I do like it so far. I mean, most foundations do crease around my nose anyways, so that's just not really a deal breaker. It's more so if it like breaks up in this area, because it is like a face oil, so I'm curious to see how it lasts. But currently it's 2:59 p.m. right now, so I'll probably check in like, I don't know, we'll see how long I'll wear it. Probably like 5 to 8 hours to just kind of touch base with you guys if you are interested about this oil. Hey guys, so my phone's over there, but it's actually 10 p.m. I ended up wearing this for 8 hours because at the 5-hour mark, I looked in the mirror and I was like very pleasantly surprised. And I was like, wait, okay, now I need to wear this for 8 hours to really see how it lasts. I'm confused because online at the Sephora website, I swear to God, the reviews like weren't insane or anything and no one talks about this. But like, it looks pretty good. I'll zoom in so you guys can see. So yes, my chin is a little bit more red. Like the concealer, I'd say, and the makeup wore off a little bit. And, you know, some of my acne spots, but I didn't really try to cover them up that much anyways. But like, it's not breaking up. Like, it doesn't have that like ugly broken up foundation look. Like, you can tell I'm wearing makeup more so because it has been around the 8-hour mark. I just realized I didn't use a primer. Oh my God, wait, did we just find the best like foundation ever? I didn't use a primer today and it lasted this long. I like need a moment to like comprehend this for a minute. Okay, sorry, I feel like I could go on forever because I'm really excited, but yeah, okay, I'll be done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still watching at this point, you mean the world to me. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. And let me know also if you like these videos because I'd love to do more, or give me suggestions down below of ideas for me to do.